62 and 3. All right. Come on, Jerry! Come on, George! Don't drop it! Don't lose it, George! Don't lose it! That's the way to go! That's the way to go! Damn it! How much he make? Hey, watch your face in there, George! Tackle did it. Come on, Bernie! Oh, you gotta want it! There goes! There goes!
Penn football, 1968, an incredible season. The players were exciting. Men like cornerback John Brown and 19-year-old Charlie Aho, a sophomore from Middletown, New York. Senior Stu Eisenhower. All Ivy tackle Mike Swastik. Two rugged defenders, Dave Pottruck and Mark Warner. And senior linebacker Bob DeSantis from Germantown Academy in Philadelphia. These men helped give Penn its stingiest defense in years. Junior quarterback Bernie Zabrezhny and workhorse halfback Jerry Santini from Syracuse, a senior. Another senior, tailback Jim McFillin. Defensive back Frank Philmeyer, a senior from Wilkes-Barre, PA. Penn players said their coach were loose. They got along well together, and they wanted to win. Jim Fuddy, a soph, didn't think he would start. He made all-state tackle, second team. Senior George Burrell, third in the nation in punt returns. All East, all Ivy, all state. And Captain Tom Hamlin, the senior from Bullis Prep. He molded Penn into a close-knit unit. These were some of the men who gave Penn a season their coach would never forget. Coach Bob Odell, former All-American back, in his fourth year at the helm of his alma mater. In training camp, Odell told his squad, "This is your team. Win for yourselves, because this is the team you'll remember." The University of Pennsylvania football team went into 1968 as decided but determined underdogs. The Penn team, particularly the seniors, had gone through some mighty tough seasons. But this team wasn't shaky. It hadn't lost its confidence. Here's what Coach Odell had to say before the season. "I knew we had a pretty good ball club. I figured we had a chance to surprise a lot of people in 1968. Odell and his coaching staff were worried about Yale, Harvard, Princeton, Dartmouth, and Cornell. If we could sneak up and beat one of these teams," said Odell, "we could have a winning season. We all wanted that." "We knew it was going to be tough," said Odell, "but with 5 wins, Pennsylvania could turn the corner and be moving forward again. We felt we could shake up the Ivy League this year." So the 1968 Penn football team came back from training camp knowing they faced formidable problems. The Quakers were ready. Center George Joseph, a brilliant pre-med student, spoke for the squad when he told Odell, "We'll take care of things, Coach." 5 days before the season began, a national publication called Penn one of the worst teams in the East. The non-violent Quakers, said Newsweek magazine, have had one winning season in 17 years. They won't have another one this year. Newsweek said, Penn's backs are not very fast runners. But Penn fans were to find out differently. Jerry Santini, number 30, and the Penn backs didn't have time to worry. They were gearing up for some of the finest football ever seen at Franklin Field. Newsweek said, Penn's attack is built on a 5'9", 172-pound quarterback with an unpronounceable name. Penn's quarterback is Bernie Zabrezhny, number 12. Newsweek said, Zabrezhny is not a very good passer. But quarterback Zabrezhny and the Penn team had the will to win and began proving it from the opening kickoff by individual, never-say-die effort. The Quakers were not going to play dead. With Zabrezhny and Hamlin leading the offense and Burrell the defense, Penn was ready. Defensively, Penn switched to a 5-4 lineup. The coaches played checkers with their players to get the best 22 on the field. The red and blue front five put up a rugged stone wall every game. George Burrell, number 42, willingly moved to cornerback after starring 2 years at halfback. The charged-up defense smeared opposing Ivy League runners. Penn defenders averaged 6'1", 215 pounds. The secondary, a smooth blend of sophomores, juniors, and seniors, came up to dump enemy passers all season long. Again and again, determined gang tackling and plain hard-nosed pursuit turned the ball back to the offense. Alert, dogged defenders helped the red and blue win their first 5 games. Victory and the fighting spirit of the Penn team electrified the student body and the university family. The players were up every week. The flexible red and blue offense, an opportunistic line and a fast brainy backfield, was making believers out of preseason doubters. They went all out, even on overthrown passes. Little Bernie Zabrezhny, the quarterback they said couldn't throw, was perhaps the biggest surprise for Penn's opponents. Cool as a cucumber under fire, the man from Manor, PA, not only proved he was a fine passer, but an inspirational leader as well. Right off the bat, Zabrezhny gave notice that he and the 1968 Quakers were going to move up in the Ivy League standings. In the first game, he teamed with end Pete Blumenthal for an 85-yard TD pass, second longest in Penn's 92-year football history. Scrambling Bernie Zabrezhny, a gutsy little field general, drove the fired-up Quakers to victory. Zabrezhny connected on 53% of his passes, good for nearly 1,300 yards. 6 times his tosses went for touchdowns, and Penn posted win number 5 over Princeton. With 5 straight victories in the bag, Penn came up against Yale and Harvard, the best in the Ivy League. The Quakers lost, but it was obvious what was happening at Franklin Field. The ability gap had narrowed between Penn and the rest of the Ivy. Yes, the resolute red and blue Gritters had indeed turned the corner. The team did his job. Said Coach Odell, this squad to a man made a united effort. Nobody worried about personal recognition. The astonishing Quakers, bloody but unbowed after their clashes with Yale and Harvard, showed their character and bounced back to defeat Columbia for their 6th win. 5 5'8" Jerry Santini weighs 195. Coach Odell calls him a little bull, a determined driving runner. Santini rolled up 880 yards. Winning ball drew thousands to Franklin Field. And so did record-smashing performances by number 30. Santini bulled to Penn's single season and career rushing records. Penn faced Dartmouth in the season finale. Tied at halftime, the red and blue clawed back and fought off the Indians to end a banner year. Won 7, lost 2, and second place in the Ivy League. 50,000 screaming rooters jammed Franklin Field as Penn won. And sophomore kicking specialist Elliott Berry from Choate School iced the cake. Everybody at the university, from President Harnwell down, cheered as the red and blue roared back to its winning tradition in 1968. And 69 looks even better.